Could be a disaster, but what if it's not? Hello, happy Monday and first of the month. I was feeling a lot more artsy this month than normal. I actually decided to do my monthly bullet journal spread on time. So happy March. I'm not always artsy, just so you know, but I just got in like one of those moods, you know, where I wanted to just do art for a few hours and be creative. So I'm doing it and I'm sharing it. So it's a yellow month for me, if you keep up with what that means, and it's now the start of spring. So I started thinking to myself, what's something spring and yellow besides like peeps? Daisies. Well, like the center of the daisies. Perfect. So then I was like, do I marker? Do I watercolor? I'm feeling artsy, like I said. Do I do a mix of both? I don't know. So I pen tested a few colors and I decided to go with the Tombow dual brush pens. I just love the way these feel, like when I'm writing with them, it just feels good. They're also perfect for blending with a water brush, so I thought I'd play with that for a bit. Could be a disaster, but what if it's not? That's pretty much how I make all of my major life decisions, like moving to Vegas. Could be a disaster, but what if it's not? Keeps you guessing. So, brush pens, let's get it. I started off by drawing a rough sketch of what I wanted, but I wanted the daisies to be more three-dimensional, you know? Like, I like the two-dimensional kind, but I wanted like a three-dimensional, you know? Because I'm artsy right now, so I wanted them to be like facing different directions and like flopping down a little bit. Maybe like one's missing a petal, I don't know. I tried to find a reference photo online because I just could not remember like how petals are shaped, but my computer wouldn't turn on. Oh my god, disaster already. I even gave it a minute or two, like I'm sketching, and then I'm like, wait, is the computer gonna work now? No, it didn't work. I checked the plugs, nothing. So I was like, oh well, and then I decided to just like keep going without it. Then I got like all worried, like what if my computer's broken? Oh my god, that's so expensive. And then I checked frantically again and it didn't work, so I was like, okay, I'll deal with it later, I guess. So it wasn't actually until after I was all the way done with this sketch that I did find out that the power strip my computer was plugged into was off, and it hadn't been charging all night, so it was at 0%. I see you, Mercury retrograde post-shadow. Be gone with your bad self. Okay, so I don't even know if this is what daisies really look like. I feel like their petal shape is a little different, but I like the way these flowers turned out, whatever they are, so I decided to go for it. I started coloring with the yellow, and then I tried like a few different techniques with the blending and the water pen, which you can see here, but I don't want this whole video to center around the art aspect because I know a lot of you aren't into that anyway. Like, it's just gonna like play here as a visual while we chat for a little bit, okay? So I wanted to do something different this month. Since Vlogmas is so fun and usually happens once a year, but we're still in this Pantalones and there aren't any rules anymore, like why not have another Vlogmas? Call it Vlarch. Vlarch is actually the stupidest thing I've ever come up with, and so I love it. So yeah, I want it. We're doing it. I'm gonna try and post a video every day in Vlarch, except maybe not the weekends, so like 5 days a week. Maybe we'll do another month, like another Vlogmas where I post the weekends too, like later in the year. But like before Vlogmas, like Vlulai or Vlogist. Oh my god. That is, what? How come nobody does Vlogist? Has anyone ever done? I'm sure somebody's thought of that. Come on. That's like too perfect. Okay, put a pin in that. We're doing Vlogist. I got really excited for a second. Okay, so anyway, March marks the 1-year anniversary of the whole world being in a pepperoni, and I wanted to check in with all of you. Like, how are you? How has your life changed since we all got this thrown upon us? What things have you realized since the world shut down? What discoveries have you made? What excites you these days? What scares you? I really want to know. Like I do. /G genuine, I want to know. This channel is like a little more intimate than my main channel was, and I truly do enjoy reading all the comments on these videos. Even if I can't respond to them all immediately, I do like to keep it a little bit more conversational here, and I like interacting. People are nice on this channel for the most part, like 99.2% of all of you. There are some people that I think are subscribed just to dislike videos, which is weird because, like, wow, how do you have that much time on your hand? But I digress. So anyway, I want to know the answers to those questions, but I'll start. Last year, I would say, was one of the hardest years of my life emotionally. I'm sure a lot of you relate to that. I'm sure it was one of the I know for a fact it was one of the hardest years a lot of people have gone through. 2020 is just crazy. But I also felt like there were like the happiest moments I've ever gone through too. So weird, like everything was extremes. Like I feel like I went through every emotion of the spectrum in like large, all-consuming waves. And they're still happening. It was like super dark, but also really enlightening. I don't know. Weirdest year ever. But the world, I don't know if you've noticed, but the world feels generally more chaotic and the future more uncertain than ever before. And sometimes I find myself, because it's so chaotic, I kind of find myself in these pockets of like extreme calm too. Like it's just the polarities of this past year have been crazy. Like it sometimes feels like it's so chaotic that I'm in the eye of the storm. What a weird year. I found out last year that I have an older biological sibling. Yeah, that happened. Like it sounds like a movie. It feels like a movie, but it's not. That's how a lot of things this past year have felt. But yeah, I have an older biological sibling. Maybe I'll talk about it more in depth one day. But yeah, he found me on Instagram and I totally thought it was a troll, but no, it's real. So that was wild. Also, within the past 6 months, I doubled the amount of cats I had. And I also found out that I'm neurodivergent. The cats is unrelated to that. Well, maybe not, because actually a lot of neurodivergents have a strong bond with animals, but yeah, that's been really interesting. I've been working on a proper diagnosis, but it's super expensive and like extra complicated to assess adult females if you like were undiagnosed in childhood. But yeah, it's been pretty enlightening. A lot of mental health issues that I've struggled with for years, like since childhood, sort of came to light once I found this out. And it's been actually, if I had to pick the perfect descriptor, it's been a relief. Like it's been very relieving after all of these years of feeling like part of me was broken. Like sometimes it felt like everyone else in the world seemed to have a manual that I wasn't given and I just couldn't figure it out. And it made me feel stupid because I'm like, how do these people just like know what to do naturally? That's crazy to me. And yeah, finding out that my brain just operates differently. It's different, not broken, which is, wow, that was pretty groundbreaking for me. I genuinely cried tears of gratitude the more I read and discover all of the attributes of this. It's like a lighthouse in the dark. Maybe I'll talk more about this some other day too. I am still discovering a lot. I'm working with a counselor. It's very, it's happy. For the most part, it's very positive. It's been one of the most positive things in my life to happen. But look at these flowers. Ew. I questioned whether I should leave this as is because it does give a pretty watercolor look like this. I think it's so pretty. Like the dual brush pens with the water brush, it looks like you painted with watercolor. But I also was like, what if I outlined it in pen? What if I risked it all? Could be a disaster, but what if it's not? So, okay, we're doing it. Yeah. Okay, so while that's happening, yeah, so not being able to see my family as much this past year as we're used to has made me actually even more thankful for my family and how close we are. I love my family so freaking much, both mine and Steve's family, just like the best people. I feel so incredibly lucky to have them. Also, because of the lockdown, I've gotten to talk to and get to know a lot more of our audience. Like gotten to know a lot of you, especially in the Patreon community. Shout out to Sticky Studios. What? Those are all gems of human souls over there. I love them. Virtual kisses and hugs to you guys over there. And as a homebody, I've really enjoyed not feeling pressured to ever leave my house. Like, I know that a lot of people are really stressed out about it. Steve is really stressed out about not being able to ever leave the house, but I like it. I pretty much 100% like it. Like I love it. I sometimes forget that I'm not choosing to do this because I genuinely just love being at home. I have so many hobbies. I love them all. I get to spend more time doing them. But on the other hand, I also really hate change, like sudden changes where you don't have the option. Like it's just the rug's pulled out from underneath you. And I do get anxiety sometimes thinking about how the world will be a much different place once everything is over. Like the ripples of the Pascuela will stay around for a while in who knows how many ways. And that's scary. Like, how do you prepare for what you don't even know will happen yet? Could be a disaster. But, you know, what if it's not? And if I'm honest, a tiny part of me is really hoping that aliens reveal themselves. But then, like, I don't want to be oppressed by them. Like, I hope they're not mean aliens. I hope they're nice. And I just want to have, like, I just want to keep that hope that they're nice. Because, like, what if they have a planet just filled with tropical beaches and, like, cool cabana bars, and then they rescue us from here, and then we just get to live there, and we can bring our cats. You can bring all of your cats. Could be pretty cool. Think about it. I actually really like the way this bullet journal spread is turning out with the pen outline. Yay for taking risks. I'm glad that we did that. Slap it high. So these spreads on these pages, I do the same way each month, so I'm not going to go over them. I've gone over them in all the other bullet journal videos. My goals on this page are probably most likely going to focus on health this month. I gained about 10 to 15 pounds in the peninsula, and my clothes aren't very nice to me anymore. I'm not going to go hard, but I'm just going to try to be more consistent about what I'm eating and how much exercise I'm getting, and I'll definitely be vlogging all of that in Vlarch. You know it's going to happen. It's a party channel. And then video-wise, let me know what kind of videos you want to see since we're posting every day. Even podcast topics. I mean, there's still plenty of things we didn't do during Vlogmas. Like, you guys had a lot of really good suggestions, and I just didn't get around to all of them because of COVID-19. So, but no pressure. If you've been dying to see something, let me know. I know the people on Instagram wanted me to do a tutorial on these peachy sunset chrome nails. These ones, I don't know if you can see them in this video, but yeah, if you want to see that, maybe I'll put it here too. Oh yeah, and my camera went out while I was doing this month spread, but I wasn't sure where because I couldn't see the camera while I was drawing. So, oh, yep, there, that was it. So this is the finished version. Vlarch lives. So stupid. So dumb. Thank you so much for loving it. And since the first day of the month is on a Monday, I just went ahead and did my weekly spread too. There's not a ton going on this week, but we'll probably be doing our Patreon live stream this Sunday, so yay. I like having things to look forward to. There are some pretty exciting things I know I'm working on this month that I really can't wait to tell you more about, but I won't tell you about them yet because they're not happening this week. I mean, I'm working on, maybe I will tell you this week. I don't know. Tune in, you know, subscribe, make sure that you're watching Vlarch every day. Oh yeah, I'm moving on to the next page. I'm also doing the beginning of my journal entry. I like figuring all this stuff out because like the first day of a new theme, it's like, how are we gonna do our daily journal entries? Looks like this. And I also went back and summed up February. Like I said before, I like writing down every achievement that happened per month, big or small. I never used to do this, but this actually helps tremendously to look back on, especially on the days that I feel like I haven't made any progress, like in life. If I don't write things down, like if I don't write down the things I did, I really only see all the things I didn't do, and it feels bad. Like I need balance. So yeah, here's the final flip through for this month's theme. Some of you who bullet journal or are interested in starting a bullet journal said you like getting theme ideas from these videos, so I hope that helped you. I typically always like to start with a color, and I go by my numerology, which I've gone over before. But my personal numerology, the color was yellow this month, and so anyway, I start with that color. And then I think of the season that month is in. And then I kind of go from there. Sometimes a theme will just jump out and be obvious, like this month. And then other times I'm just completely lost. So as a spoiler though, next month is green for me. And I'm pretty sure the theme is going to be avocados. I haven't decided for sure, but avocados sounds pretty cool. I also can't believe I haven't done an avocado theme yet. Like, who am I? But there's that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And of course, leave a like and a comment if you want to share with the rest of us how your pescatarian has been going for the past year. And thank you to some of our Patreons. Look, our patrons. This video took a little bit longer to make, so thanks Patreon for letting me do creative things that may or may not please the YouTube algorithm gods. But yeah, Vlarch for day one. We did it. We're crushing Vlarch so far. I'm not gonna say it again. We'll leave it there. I love you. Bye.
Is it space? Is it pause? Is the place you can pause? Rest your pause, not often leave your day. Is it faith? Is it God? Be Jesus or Allah? Is it worth your stress and hard work throughout the day?